Hello everyone, I'm Jack947 and I do gaming videos. And this is going to be kind of like a class analysis for Bad Company 2. And I'm going to do the engineer class first. I'm going to do all the other ones in coming videos, but this is just engineer. And to start off, I'm going to go through all the weapons in this class. And here we have the 9A91 Avtimovat, I think that's what it says. And I switched to the Scar-L because these two have the exact same stats if you noticed. The one thing that I found though is that the Scar seems to have slightly less recoil, but we'll get to that. But yeah, see, they have the exact same stats. Now the XM8 Compact, it has a higher rate of fire, but slightly less accuracy. Now if you're a hardcore fan like me, this could be a lot of help because rate of fire is a huge thing. And the 74U, AKS 74U, Kriskanov actually, is probably the best SMG. Because I mean it's the strongest and stuff, and the Uzi has an extremely high rate of fire but low damage and low accuracy. And as you can see, its damage and accuracy is lower than the original SMG that you get, but the rate of fire is ridiculous. However, since it's so weak is kind of a thing, like you don't want that. Same with the PP2000. Rate of fire is like off the charts, but it's so weak and so inaccurate, I really don't recommend using it. And so, like I'm saying, the 74U is a lot better than the other ones. I mean, technically it's the same damage but as the original ones, but the increase in accuracy and rate of fire is a huge help. And the UMP45, although I have not unlocked yet, I have read that it is the exact same stats as the AK-74U. So yeah, moving on to gadgets. For the engineer class, you get a drill to heal things. So if you're a big vehicle driver, this would be an ideal class because you can just back up and heal if you get shot at. And you get an RPG at the beginning, but after a while you unlock the Carl Gustav, which is slightly better, but I don't really see a difference. And then you get the AT4, which you can like track with the right stick. You can just point to where you want to go. And you also get an anti-tank mine, but I don't really recommend those. And then for the tassels, you can have red dot sight, an ACOG scope, and then there's something that increases the accuracy. And all these are useful and they can be used on all the SMGs once it's unlocked. So yeah, let's see some of them in action. So to start off, we're going to have the original one, the 9A91 or something. Can't remember what it's called, one sec. It's called the... I'm going to use the red dot sight, I think, just to like show you what that's like. Oh no, I do use the ACOG first. Now, here we go, come on. Yeah, I use the 9A91. First, and I'm not going out to get kills, guys. I'm just trying to show you the rate of fire, like recoil and stuff. So don't be like, oh, you suck at the game. So yeah, this is the rate of fire. And as you can see, it's high but not too high, and it has a pretty high amount of recoil. And so this is a decent SMG for getting it right off the bat, but you can do better. Next, I'll do the Scar. And so the Scar is like pretty much the exact same, but like I said, I feel like it has slightly less recoil, which you'll see. And I'm going to use the red dot sight this time just to show you what that's like. It's pretty much just like the Call of Duty one, except it's round. And you see it has the same rate of fire, but it feels to me like it has slightly less recoil. Tell me what you think. And tell me which one you prefer for those of you who play Bad Company 2. And yeah, I'm going to do the XM8 Compact next. So yeah, there's not much to say here besides the XM8. It has slightly less accuracy, but I don't think it's noticeable at all. Same damage, but the rate of fire is much higher, as you'll see right here. That's much higher. And so yeah, there's not much to say, just high rate of fire, slightly less accurate, but it's not noticeable. So the AKS-74U is probably the best SMG in here, besides the UMP45, which is exactly the same thing, pretty much. And it has a slightly lower rate of fire than the XM8 Compact, but higher than the Scar and the 9A91. And so that's helpful. I have no idea why I have the AT4 out. And so this is the rate of fire. But its accuracy is much higher than all of them pretty much, and its damage is higher than all of them. And so this is really just the best all-around SMG. And now we have the Mini Uzi, and I honestly don't recommend this gun even if you're a hardcore fan. Its damage is lower than all the other ones, I believe. I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that. Let's go back to the beginning to see the damage and stuff. But the accuracy is much lower, and the rate of fire is really high. So although the rate of fire is high, the accuracy and the damage and decrease is actually very noticeable, so I don't recommend this gun. And the PP2000 is pretty much the exact same way. For some reason I got a really bad clip of it, I barely fire it at all, but this is the best I have, sorry. But this gun I honestly think is terrible, but that's just my opinion. It's just like the Mini Uzi, but even worse in damage and even worse in accuracy, but has an even higher fire rate. The higher rate bar is as big as it can get. It's full, actually, as it can get. So, yeah. I really don't recommend this game, but once again, this gun, but that's just an opinion. And don't forget, this class also comes with an AT4, which you can like move around, but you unlock it, but nevertheless you still get the AT4, and you can't see it right there, but I'm moving it all over the place, just to show you what I do. And right here, thought it was kind of fun. I just wrecked this thing, but it ran right into me. But yeah, this also comes with a drill to heal vehicles. Right here, I noticed that this tank next to me is damaged, and it's a friendly tank, so start healing it. And healing it with the drill is a great way to get points, because they just keep coming. And if you're a huge vehicle person, the drill is great to have, so if it gets shot, you can just go back, heal it up, and keep going. So, yeah. So, overall, I'm going to have to say that the engineer class probably is not the best choice for you unless you're a vehicle person. If you're a vehicle person, or somebody who just likes to blow stuff up from a long distance, then this is definitely the class for you. However, the damage limitations and the accuracy limitations are quite a huge disadvantage to somebody with, say, an assault rifle. Although the rate of fire might be higher, it's really not going to help you that much unless you're in hardcore. So, yeah, the one thing that I say it has a huge advantage over, I've said this a bunch of times in this video, though, is that it's so good for you if you're a vehicle person. And so I highly recommend it with that. And don't get frustrated with this class when you first start using it, because it definitely gets better as it goes, just with all the other ones. And the next class I'll be doing is Assault. So if you're waiting for that, I'll have it up in a week or so. Maybe more, I don't know. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and see you later. Oh, these are all just opinions, so don't get mad at me or anything.